Oh my goodness! It's crazy old man Zack, ready to crack some skulls. Any player hating me? Oh, I love it. Yes, I do. Bring on the banter, bring on the trolls, bring on the cannons and the mace, and that lovely hickory pickaxe handle adorned with drywall nails in it. Crew members, attention! Everybody on deck! I'm about to blow up! Ain't no stopping when I'm dropping cause I like to win! So come and press your luck, telling me it's a job, hardcore, undefeated, stacking man, look quadruple flat, so beat it, always on my grind with this $2 grind. I'm a husband to my heart, I caviar and guns. Their presidents and need to keep my game turned tight to the ultimate max, so the king can relax. Long teachers, the brothers are alright for me, like the 20-inch strokes to the days you see, from the east to Beverly Hills, I keep it real. Need blue steel. You play I hate me, we can pick up the things you wanna take me. I don't think you can hang. You play I hate me, we can pick up the things you wanna take me. I don't think you can hang. You play I hate me, we can pick up the things you wanna take me. I don't think you can hang. You play I hate me, we can pick up the things you wanna take me. I don't think you can hang. So complex, like sex, I'm flex, rolling in the legs, cashing royalty checks. Recognize a real dollar hotter than the sun. White Concord jets, stacking chips from best. I'm in the zone, blue steel, I bet I play up my life. Thousands here, thousands there, millions everywhere. Ghetto soldier coming through with the one in my grip. I got the ladies on my tip, always know the trip. With the triple gold dates on my Lexus truck. Smoking Cuban cigars as I stare at the stars. From state to state, it's first class I'm at. Making diamonds and gold, my gang like gold. Rocking G's every hour, Superman I stand. I beat that player blue steel, watch me sweep the land. Making millions so large, incorporated onto law. This is how I ride, a true movie star. You play I hate me, we can pick up the things you wanna take me. I don't think you can hang. You play I hate me, we can pick up the things you wanna take me. I don't think you can hang. You play I hate me, we can pick up the things you wanna take me. I don't think you can hang. You play I hate me, we can pick up the things you wanna take me. I don't think you can hang. Top dog, balls, ball, Kenny Fields, the small, champagne, bright lights, off the reach through heights. Expensive videos, exotic shows, stocks and bonds, I'm pushing suckers like bonds. A briefcase player, West Michigan's best. A East Coast king, still watching life I bring. Wall Street is how I peak, just to show us I speak. I like them things they do, so I'm riding with Luke. I stay true to my hood, putting back what I should. I can't forget where I come from as I knock on wood. A one-time loser, overnight success. I'm a fighter to the end, never settle for less. A legend to the world from the age of 12. From sleeping on the streets to living well. Player haters bow down and French kiss the crowd. But the last Mohican with that old school sound. From Atlanta to Detroit, do they do what they do? I'm the entrepreneur, challenge and fellas. You play I hate me, we can pick up the things you wanna take me. I don't think you can hang. You play I hate me, we can pick up the things. Look at that adrenaline rushing through me, man.
You play I hate me, we can pick up the things you wanna take me.
Who wants a piece of this shit? Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. I got power for you guys today. Power to the people. Bust that shit up. Oh yes, I want to thank Krug for being out there as usual. Missy Waleski, hats off to the wonderful Miss Waleski. Yeah, it's great to see you. Happy holidays. Yeah, ain't it nice we're not shooting at each other anymore, Missy? I love that. I hope you're doing good out there, dear. I've got fire and ice. And the light of fire in the hearts of all men. That's right. They need it. The women are cold. The children are hungry. I got some shit to share. I was at Kroger earlier, and I exposed them for consumer fraud. Yeah, live. Third time. 3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah, I said I didn't want to have sex right now. But always later. Oh, speaking of which, I'm sweating. Yummy. Anyway, yeah. So I got home and I went through my bank account. This is big. Big. Ties in with Bitcoin. So everybody listen. Alright, now I opened my bank account up. In a gas station I love so much. It's Watson's Sunoco down here on Tiki Lanes and Sheridan Drive. Well, they double dipped me on two packs of smokes, $11.64. Listen carefully. $11.64. They charged me twice. Now, keep that in mind. She said, yeah, when I brought it up to the manager's attention, who was very discourteous and unreceptive to a loyal patron that spends hundreds and hundreds of dollars in that gas station. Yes, caring for my Harley Davidson, my vehicle, my family. It's a convenient location. Anyway, they got a game they're playing with the banks. The banks are in on it. It's all a paper game. Okay? Now they charge you twice for an item. So they're holding your money on paper in their account, generating interest on both of those charges in their dividends. See, now at the end of the month, they'll give you the money back, but they were making interest on it while it was being held. Now, accumulation around the nation, while everybody's stoned and not paying attention to balancing their checkbook and all those things that television programming told us to reject, that was so bitchy, pain in the ass, like washing windows. Everybody listen! This is life and death of America! It's consumer fraud, it's manipulation. And wouldn't it be nice to do all the business arrangements and hire your guys after you feed them a couple pitchers of beer at the bar? Everybody work for beer money instead of a fair wage. Part of this doesn't make sense. This goes back to the establishment of religion. Jesus Christ himself. Okay? Jesus had to travel with 12 apostles. You know why? Because everybody was kicking his ass. That's why. Yes, everybody was bullying him, using him for his intellectual properties as a carpenter, and then refusing to pay him. And he educated himself through the abuse. Yeah, child molestation, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm a product of all these things, you see. So I'm the world's advocate. I'm America's advocate. All of you little people suffering need to seek out what I'm offering for free. I have wares for sale. Yeah, and through my controversy stirring up the people and causing a problem, some big publisher is going to come in and pay me for my book so that I can go into the prisons and help those poor misguided men who were sold the gangster lifestyle. Yeah, because the capitalists and the banks want to generate money out of the people who were deviant of their agendas. You see? And through the teachers were in the TV programs. Yeah, the spy on the inside that didn't like the guy he was working for, he secreted away the secrets in the cartoons to tell the smart guys, hey, we got a problem and I can't say nothing, they're going to hurt me. Kennedy wrote a book called Profiles in Courage about this very thing I speak of. Kennedy gave his life for something that this may be directly what he was working on. The beast itself I'm going after by myself. I need your help. Yes, the beast. It's not just down to one person. This is Fight Club, okay? I started Fight Club by becoming a corporation, getting involved. Yeah, and I liked it. It was fun. You know, dealing the dope on the side to make a little extra cash and the weapons and all that stuff. It was fun. You know, women all the time and making it rain. Yeah, but it's a dead end. Yeah, when they're done with your plant in the garden, they'll pull it. Yes. You see? So religion and capitalism are the same thing. Like the Catholics. See, it's all about the Catholic Church and the diocese. They're in bed with the banks. They're the great harlot. Yes, there's a good thing, but it's just like the cartoons with the evil scientist or the very powerful weapon. You can use it for good or evil. It's all in the hands of the person. See, I'm taking everything that I learned, all the nasty things that I could use to destroy everyone. But I'm turning that around to choose good, to empower everyone, to fight back the slave masters. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking a big risk. All my children could be killed before they kill me, so they make me suffer psychologically. Yes, it's very possible. Anyway, the religion and capitalism, eat the fish on Friday. Yeah, no, or the whole thing about the fish on a certain day, that was because of what was going on in the markets. The fishermen were losing money. And Jesus was trying to teach people how to take care of their money, how to guard it, how to meter it out to those who deserved it, and stuff like that. And the people who were bullying him, the capitalists that were manipulating his friends for more money, they didn't like him educating them about their tactics. You see? They didn't like it. So they killed him eventually. The people said, give us Barabbas. He was a lot of fun. Yeah, well, remember Zack drunk was a lot of fun too, wasn't he? If that was all you wanted, laugh at some poor alcoholic guy who got hit by a semi and is dying of a broken heart right before your very eyes. Most indeed. Now, something very special is happening to me. I don't know what, but no one will pay attention. Very few are paying attention. You see, it's all about consumption rates and control. Governorship, okay? The governor on that lawnmower, when you put it on a mini bike, you had to remove the governor to alter the carburetor. You had to deviate away from the dictation of the government, of the implementation of the governor device on that four-stroke Briggs & Stratton. Yeah, intake, compression, power, exhaust. And I could go on to tell you the positions of the valves and the top dead center, the bottom dead center, and all that stuff. I know all that, okay? I'm the teacher here, not asking for anything, except for you to give me a chance to let me help you. I don't want you to bow to me. I don't want you to give me money. I don't want you to kiss my ass so very nice and tongue my balls not once but twice. Although it is fun. Yes, and I love, returning the service, especially at request. Yeah. Oh man, see, I'm part of the plan. See, let's go back to the implementation of secreting away the tips to the people. See, the cartoonists with that little dancing mushroom when the spot's on it. Okay, that's a big, big clue, that little dancing mushroom. That little mushroom with the polka dots on it. It's a real mushroom. It's called the Amanita muscaria. Yeah, Amanita muscaria. See, there's Amanita, there's various varieties. The Formosa and the Gissuias are the ones that are found around my areas commonly, and they're all medicinal. Very powerful. See, that was planted among the people to stay away from the little brown mushrooms. Liberty caps were a big deal to the colonists. Yes. Liberty caps. Look them up. Tiny mushroom grows right in your yard. You walk right by it all the time. Didn't know it was a barrel of monkeys. Oh, I just love a barrel of monkeys and that fuzzy little monkey's tail. Speaking of which, I am all these people. I'm the monkeys. I'm the Partridge Family. I'm Robin Williams. I'm John Wayne. I'm Clint Eastwood. I'm Charles Bronson. I'm Braveheart. I'm all of those people wrapped in one. I'm the old man Walton and John Boy. My buddy Charles Pfizer, who happens to be African American. Yeah, black guy. He calls me John Boy. I said, why do you call me John Boy? I like it because I love the Waltons. He says, I call you John because you're as good as God's good black dirt. And I'll never forget that, ever. And now, because of the things I've been sharing and the way I've been going about taking my initiative to try and communicate with my people, of all inclusive, my people, I have to say things that are really absurd and really funny. If I just do some mild-mannered little thing, nobody will listen. It won't stick. They won't tell their friends. So I have to, play devil's advocate and play both sides and be the nasty guy and the nice guy. I have to be the lover and the fighter. It's a balance. It's a yin and yang in teaching. Yeah, just like nature and the whole idea of a god with the Native Americans, for instance. A god is a balance of femininity and masculinity. It's not one sex. You're not bowing to the feet of a man. in his dictation. It's a balance. It's a mom and dad, showing you how to cook together, showing you the social skills of them working together to prepare the meal, and incorporating you as a helper to help so that you can learn how to prepare it. Have you seen a little video with that little boy who can make all that food in a little fire, squatting on the ground on dirt, making all that food for his little babies? A very, very tiny child, maybe only 5 or so, because his parents educated him. Yeah, TV's disabled us for 50 years. We've accumulated a big disability. Myself, I've recognized. I'm still 14. I still feel it in TV did that to us. And maybe some of it has to do with not getting to be a child. When I was a child, I was forced to grow up fast. A lot of us were. Missy was probably. Krug's a black sheep. I'm the black sheep. And when I stand among men that don't know me, they feel my presence. They fear me. They fear me because of my scrutiny, because they fear me because subconsciously they recognize me as a teacher. They do. Ever since I was a small boy, children, when I go out into public with very large crowds, kids would look for me and lock eyes with me. Yeah, all the time. They sensed my energy there. Something very special. I don't know what it is, because there's nothing special about me. But I was taught by many teachers. And the cartoons were a clue to the intelligence, to the secret garden. That little mushroom was the very key itself, the Indian in the cupboard. Yeah. The opening the door to intelligence and knowledge. Aldous Huxley, The Brave New World. Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Absolutely. The teachings of Socrates and Plato. There are no men of those qualities out there. Someone has to become that for the people. I needed that. I got it from television. So there was good and there was evil. They put the television out there to have that advertisement all the time in your face to make you buy it. But there are secreted intelligences in there and teachings, absolutely. Everybody watches movies and learns how to love a little bit. Or they watch porn and they learn new tricks in the bed and things like that. It's good to have reference material when you become, absent of idea and without others around you to communicate with. The ideas can never even begin the birth of conceptualization, the impregnation in your mind of that sperm that made it to the egg. You see? And so that it could develop and culminate. A piece of sand, an irritant in an oyster. Irritant, a disruptor, a pearl in the oyster of life is what I'm becoming before your very eyes. Go back and see what I was a year ago. I was very intelligent, but all idiotified with alcohol and the environment and my false image of how a man acted. Men have been misled for a deviant agenda of capitalistic concerns, of gaining of wealth. Your very implementation, like a lot of people, look at the black communities, the king and the queen conceptualization. Yeah, those have been adulterated a little bit with a certain amount of self-entitlement that they feel like they deserve because of a certain amount of pattern of abuse over a long period of time. Of course, it's understandable. It's psychology, which is why they don't teach it in school. They don't want you to understand the cleverness of governing, the very definition of the word politics. Absolutely. Consumption control, the balance of good and evil. Everything's out of balance, you see. Within religion and the implementation of consumer manipulation, eating the fish on a certain day of the week, so that the fish guys at the market don't lose out and end up throwing their fish away. It's bad to take fish out of I used to do it when I was a child, catch a bunch of bluegills and leave them in the bucket and then, forget about it, and then there's a bunch of dead fish. Well, that did bad because it took food away. Lots and lots of food. It's like going back in time and stepping on that butterfly and changing history forever because of that one butterfly that was so insequential. This is very big, very big. I don't even know how special, but I know it's special. I can feel it in my heart. I'm so thankful to have Missy out there and Krug, because I know they both got big fat nuts. Yeah, goddamn Zack. Yeah, tell everybody. Shout from the rooftop is what I'm doing. The Beatles did it. Yeah, the cop who just made the news right now, the cop that shut the Beatles down when they did that show up on top of the roof. Yeah, jackasses. Anyway, there's no democracy. There's no checks and balances system within that Catholic organization, the diocese. There's no democracy there. So their dictatorship within that religious environment, that religious world in society that exists, that segregated community. You see? Do I need to complete all of the sentences? Yes. There's no democracy there. So that dictatorship has been, reintroduced to us in a more palatable form of an illusion of democracy. Well, all the while, it's really been a dictatorship, you see. And the puppets are all these talking heads, which is where the very phrase talking heads comes from. And there's a nod to David Byrne. Oh, I hope he's out there. And I owe Matthew McConaughey, anybody who's finding value in this, we all owe Matthew McConaughey a huge, huge thank you. Everybody bombard him with notations. So make sure that everybody's paying thanks and appreciating him for showing the world a glimpse of what a man is supposed to be in America. If he would have never had that thing in the media about being a statesman, I would not be on this conceptualization of thought processes that has been beginning to birth in my mind. No, I would have never become awakened to that reality of what it says in this paper. You are hereby ordered to attend the court on behalf of the state, giving you your very authority. That is easily forgotten because the next commercial was so cute. Oh yes, and your journal is your papers, your establishment. Whether you have any money or not, that's your exchange of activities in a community to even show proof that you live there. Yeah, like when you go someplace, when you went somewhere and they said, oh, well, we need an envelope with a current address on it to prove you're a citizen or to prove you're here to qualify for the services. You don't even need to do that. You're showing your goddamn logbook. Says right here. Woke up in fucking Lancaster, Ohio this morning. $32 in my pocket. And a sore bunghole. End of that story, really. Okay. Yes. See, now, I wear the same clothes. I wore the same outfit today for an example. A great example. It has directly to do with your money and your time. The very two things you need to operate your business or maintain your family foundation or participate in your constituency and fight back being bullied by corporations as a corporation, which is funny because you're a corporation, but they started beating us down with that, what do they call it, cottage industry shit. Okay? I'm talking about subjects I wish I'd have been involved in back in the day. The MRC, the Fair Ratings Act. Oh, I told you what. I told you I'm going to mess up a bunch of desks. Yeah, with my impotence as a constituent. God damn right. Anybody wants to try and defame me because of my behavior with a choice of words, I was given great permission to do whatever I need to do to get your attention. Use all them four-letter words, which is a great big pain in my rear because now I got to go back through an immense vocabulary and put extra letters on all those little tiny words. Yeah. Yeah, words made with letters, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Those are the vowels. Those are the important ones, the expensive ones, if you're ever on Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm not trying to get into heaven. I'm not trying to be a saint. I ain't trying to be a murderer either. But it isn't outside of my human instincts to do what I need to do to preserve my existence. Now, this power I'm bestowing onto you take it for its face value. Yeah, that's a little jab at the UCC Uniform Commercial Code bullshit that they don't let anybody know about. And the minute you start telling people about UCC, they put a little flag on you and follow you around and try and screw with you. That's why they make those bags you put your phone in so they can't find you. Yes, I'm giving you a priceless thing. I'm giving you a basket of things you can't put $1 on. No. Influence. Yes, the very same influence that they used to poison our communities and poison our children, to poison them to become to the understanding that they should reject the dictation of their teachers. Figure out what life is all over again. Yeah, buy all those tools instead of listening to Grandpa so you avoid those expenses. Because some asshole's got to buy dope. Yeah, and put his punk-ass slobbing kid to college so he can become a video game developer. Yeah, where's the noble professions being represented in the media for options of a child to want to become? The butcher, the baker, candlestick maker. No, they're selling people fantasies about being a romance writing novelist. Writing one-hand reads and all this bullshit that's not educating our children or waking them up. Everybody's living in a fantasy, sleeping around the clock. And the one who is awake is the outcast, the crazy one. I dare to be the one to step out, subject myself to the retaliation of those I seek to demand reprimands for, in the names of all the children and all the people that have been suffering and misguided, all those people in society that I'm so angry with and I hate their activity and their behavior. The very use of the word nigga, for instance. I don't like that. I'm not hiring niggas. I need men. Not wannabe gangsters. Misguided. They took your balls. I'm giving them back. Pitbull scrotums for everybody. Nice tight ones. Kind women love. Take these weapons I'm giving you. Day and night I stomp on a bellows, blowing a pile of coal. The child helped me dig from a hole. Hammering away on billets of trash. Forging iron into swords. To restore the voice to the people. Yes, all the secreted teachings and the things that I learned to them. And I'm here to employ them. Yes, in the meantime, somebody wants to put me on drugs, to shut me up, to disrupt my genius thought processes that are happening. Van Gogh would have never painted all those pretty pictures if you had put them on Klonopin. Look at all the famous people that did wonderful, famous things and won huge awards that had labels put on them. Sociopaths, psychos, and schizophrenic, schizo. Schizo was a huge word when I was a child. I'm born 1970, and I've been watching those who've been beating on me, waiting for my chance to slit their throat. Yes, waiting on my chance to slit the throat of the people that have been abusing me, molesting me, stealing my money, taking my kids. I'm furious, and those behind the veil laugh at me trying to fight my way out of a soaking wet tissue paper bag that they created. Yes, laughing at some, or admiring me for even trying, I'm sure. How could you not pay me some respect? I don't need you to pay to me. I'm taking it. I'm fucking Robin Hood. I'm the Pied Piper. I'm Andy Rooney. Remember that skit he did about all them cereal boxes? with all the cereal. 60 Minutes. Yeah, my parents used to force me to watch it. Used to force me to watch football. He was even forced to watch The Incredible Hulk. I'm blue for eggnog. All those people in one. I've tapped into their energy. Yeah, I quit drinking, and my mind is seeking out the adrenaline. It's funny, I don't like getting beat up. Never liked it, but I love fighting. It's thrilling. You don't feel anything when you're fighting. Not a goddamn thing. Not even a broken bone. When that adrenaline's flowing, you don't feel the bruises. You don't feel your cheekbone shattered. No. That's the next day. And every fighter, every guy in the military, whoever went into battle, every firefighter, every police officer, they all know exactly what I'm talking about. Especially Officer Houston, ex-officer, police chief. Well, I got lots of friends. Yes. Peter Sakia. Yeah, I know Peter Sakia. Dan Gantos. Art Finkelstein. Anybody ever remember MC Sporting Goods? Yeah, disowned his own son for being a drug addict. Yeah, him and his girlfriend tried to extort his dad out of a bunch of money. He had a beautiful house. Bar, nightclub bar downstairs. Great big screen TV on every wall. 12-inch tile floor with LED lights all through the grout lines. Big, beautiful bar in the center, just like a real bar. 6-foot wide staircase with brass steps descending a split level staircase with big, beautiful backlighted wine displays. Yes, and the 12-cylinder car, the very same car, just like Hitler had. Yeah, he's got one of those. Lives on the Thornapple River, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yeah, I know him. I know lots of people. Yes. If I got pissed off and thought I was a gangster, oh man, the fires I could light and the bodies I could drop. They would never solve the crimes. Unless, of course, I said I did it. Yes, and being the victim of abuse. I'm a good liar when I need to be. Real good. My dad taught me that. Stepdad. I hope he's watching right now. He ain't man enough to give old Zeke a call, send him a little message saying, oh, sorry I was a piece of shit to you all your life. Even though I beat you up all the time, glad to see you got some balls and backbone finally at the age of 52. Yeah, it's not fun being raped. No, it's not. No. That's all I got to say for now. I feel like playing guitar. Yeah, that's what I do. Instead of killing people, I play music. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. And my victims, yeah, they love it. Yeah, yeah, my abusers, yeah, they prefer I stayed drunk or stoned. Yeah, lost lots of friends when I quit drinking. Isn't that odd? I'm a spider, and the world is my web, and all those around me are flies. Some I dine upon, some I despise, and some I secret away for my own little surprise. Riley, next time I do this, tell me to take my jewelry off before I pick the guitar up. Oh, you ruined my intensity. Blew it. No bleach needed. All right. Yeah. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Says the guy with no basket of eggs. That's right. Riley, you turned my damn lights off and everything. Don't be dancing around there. Anyway, I'm Captain Mad Zack. You've been boarded. Yes, you have. Alright, peace, love, you know who cares. Dare to be original, dare to be different, dare to go out there and kick the ass of the first thing that needs it. Yes, with your statesmanhood, your authority as a father. Yes. That kid keys your car one time, crack a skull. That's right. Hands off my property. If it don't belong to you, don't touch it. Yeah, ignorance is no excuse. Just remember that one. Ignorance is no excuse. You're a corporation. So the things that you're ignorant of as a corporation are very critical. Jason Soto, glad you're here. Sorry, I was just getting ready to go. I shared a bunch of stuff. I'm going to recap the show. That way I can come back in and accentuate later to fine-tune you guys' knives and swords with a nice, fine sandstone. That's right. We're sharpening up the men. We got to get ready for battle. It's all about the money. Jason Soto, do not rely on digital transactions to keep your receipts on file. Print them off. They're going in and they're removing receipts and double charging people on their credit accounts. This AI thing and the Bitcoin thing and stealing from people is all relative. I've known in my heart to stay away from Bitcoin. Listen to what I have to offer. Jason Soto, I beg of you, go through my content. Get the Special Captain's Log Writer's Lift videos. Go to YouTube, see what I've been sharing. Pass the messages on to the men that need reinforcement. We have a war to deal with right here in our country. And it's a briefcase war. It's been a briefcase war for 30 years now. I'm late to the party, but I'm here now. Everybody listen up. Replay. Peace, love, you know who dares. I'm crazy old Captain Mad Zack. Just crazying up. Keep getting up. And going back for more. Somebody better give my back.